no one in our tribe knew that Dylan had the idol. We didn't know he was going to play it. And then actually get voted out when he plays it on someone else. Like, that was just the worst case scenario because he was my closest ally.
Dylan's departure shocked me. I did not know he had an idol. And then I was so bummed that it didn't work out in our favor. Dylan was one of my tight alliance members. We're really hoping we can work our way into the other tribe and try and find some loose cracks.
I was shocked. I actually did not think he had the idol. I really thought it was Eli and he went home with the idol. So number one, I was shocked that he had it. I was like, oh, well, good for you. Because me and Dylan were actually in an alliance, like the two of us, like from the beginning. So then I was like, oh, great, he can play it. And then he gave it to me. I was like, oh, okay. And then his name got written down. I was so sad. So that was like my closest alliance.
Going into last tribal, I personally was not expecting to receive the votes. I just felt like I wanted to increase my odds and our odds as the Pasea tribe for who was going to draw the unlucky rock. It is a little nerve-wracking once you make a play like that, if even my own tribe mates are looking at me saying, now I'm somebody who's on their radar. I don't feel like right now is a point in the game where they would want to flip on me because the numbers are too close.
Final 9. Are you guys ready to get to your next immunity challenge?
Yes.
For this challenge, you are going to be playing My Plate is Full. Here's how it works. You are going to have 2 paper plates smashed together like this. At regular intervals, you're going to be adding a ping pong ball. Your ping pong ball falls off the plate. You are out. Last person left remaining with their ping pong balls fully on top of the plate wins immunity, and the rest of you vulnerable at Tribal Council. For immunity, survivors ready. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This challenge is on. Each person has to balance a ping pong ball on a plate. The ping pong ball falls, they are out at regular intervals. More ping pong balls will be added to the plate. This is a challenge where you do not want to lose concentration. As soon as you pick your eyes up off of the ball, you will probably be out.
Kyle with some movement. All right, you're good. Collect your ball. You've made it. All right, now we're going to add a second ball. Start in 3, 2, 1. Serena, Morgan, out of this challenge.
Serena is also out. Morgan, Serena, what happened there? Just lose concentration?
I guess just the second ball was not.
Jackie is out.
2-6 seem to be the best at holding 2 balls.
Born to do it.
Kyle's ball is slowly swaying left and right.
God.
All right, stop. Next round. You're gonna add a third. And you're gonna hold this for as long as you can. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Nikki can't make the transition, she's out.
Jay's out.
2 people unable to make the transition. Kyle's balls are moving all over the place.
Boxer briefs will fix that, bud.
Since you guys are doing pretty solid work here, 30 seconds, we're gonna make this a little difficult.
More than it is now.
A little bit, yeah.
This is the most self-discipline I think I've ever seen in my 30s.
It's gonna be a live transition. You can pick right or left, but you will be raising 1 foot off of the floor.
Sick.
So get ready for it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Foot up.
It's a lot harder now because you have to focus on balancing on one leg, also keeping the balls on
Kyle.
the plate.
Oh,
Kyle's trying to hang on, hopping around.
Kyle's out of the challenge.
That was close.
That was a great effort, Kyle.
And then we had 3. The top 3 of season 2 at handling balls.
Expert mode.
36 years.
Oh,
Brittley
rock solid in this challenge.
Oh, and then the foot thing.
Down to Anthony and Greg.
You got them.
Anthony looks pretty solid. Greg moving around a little bit.
A lot of it.
Who wants it more? That's the question.
It kind of looks like Greg and Anthony are holding hands on my screen because their arms are connecting.
Solidarity. That's what this is about. Doing this together, Anthony.
And they're
Anthony's
like,
on
right?
mute, Greg. He's not ignoring you. He's just on mute.
Not afraid. Oh,
Greg's struggling,
oh yeah. Oh, wait.
fighting to stay alive. First sign of movement from Anthony. His balls are wobbling now. Greg's still trying to balance.
Nice, Lauren.
All right, that's it.
Greg,
Oh,
falls.
Greg.
Anthony wins individual immunity.
Nice.
Good game, dude.
Good,
Good
Greg.
job,
I
Anthony.
was not out. My balls were on the edge. Like it was about to fall.
Thank God.
Nice job, Anthony.
Good
Nice
job.
job,
Medical
That
Greg.
was
professional,
awesome.
but all those
Awesome.
balls jokes almost had me so many times. Never not funny.
That was the plan, honestly.
Never not funny.
All right, Anthony, safe from tribal council. Everyone else is vulnerable. Begin scrambling.
So I was selfishly hoping that Anthony was going to lose that challenge because now it does increase the odds of me going home, which were high already. So now things are going to get really desperate here.
Which great play on the trail with your idol, Morgan.
Oh, thank you. Oh my
I
gosh.
was like,
I was kind of like, better safe than sorry. I don't need
Mhm.
it burning a hole in my pocket.
Yes.
Too many people have gone home with idols. So
Yes.
then it's
Better
gone.
safe than
It's done.
sorry. So
And now we're in a good spot, right?
Mhm.
Like it worked out for all 5 of us.
Yeah, flushed out the idols. We can ride it out probably to 5.
Yeah. The only thing I am worried about is what the advantage is. Like if it's like a steal a vote or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good question. So
Well, I mean, we can't know. The only thing we
I
can
know.
do.
yeah. So
Did only one person who like dropped get the clue, or did everybody get the clue?
I think everyone who dropped got the clue. I think so.
Okay.
I'm just gonna come forward that I was given like a clue as to not what it could be. It seemed like it was more like a riddle, and so I'm kind of sitting here scratching my head over it, just going like I don't know what that is. So
yeah, for sure.
Our tribe is gonna get like taken
We're
out
gonna
one
get
by one now.
pagonged. We're getting pagonged for sure.
Yes.
Oh man. Yeah. And now Anthony.
Greg. We should have went Greg. Morgan had the idol. Damn it.
Oh, well.
I wonder if they told Dylan that they were gonna vote for me, and that's why he did that. I don't know.
Maybe. That was a bold move.
I was like, I was just shocked.
Yeah. Oh man.
I don't know. Any ideas who we're gonna vote for?
Just want to just do Greg.
Just go again.
Just do Greg.
So what's going on? Why is everybody hating on Morgan?
I just think that they thought that she was least likely to play an idol, and we were wrong about that.
Yeah, obviously.
hello.
Look, all ladies.
It's all the girls.
By smelling Women's Alliance.
Ooh.
Something's done.
Ding!
What is our balance? Are we 5 and
4?
5 and so we do have the advantage.
We do.
We do.
Interesting.
That is interesting.
I wouldn't be mad about it.
I actually jumped in a scramble room and it was all ladies. So I don't know if I can sway a women's alliance because women actually have the majority.
Are you guys just gonna pick us off one by one? Is that what's gonna happen? I mean, you can't pick me off this round, but
no. But you can certainly be a part of something. Like if you see that you're on the losing side of something.
Yeah, I mean, we're not opposed to anything.
And you already have an immunity, so that's a strength on us. So if you give us a suggestion, maybe we just, and then we can start shaking it up when shit gets smaller. You know what I'm saying?
mean, yeah. Who are you guys thinking? Like I like them all. So if I do,
I know it's tough, but it's like I think probably whoever your strongest person is, whoever you would think that would be, aside from yourself, of course.
I would think probably Nikki or Kyle. Honestly,
I haven't heard much from Kyle, but Nikki makes sense. She participates a lot. She seems like she's got a handle on the game. But would you want to see her gone? I don't know. Did that piss you off that she took Dylan's thing?
No, because I thought that he thought. I mean, I think that he thinks that she was getting the vote. So no, but I mean, I don't want to vote Nikki. I'll tell you that. But I want to stay in this game, and I want to not just be picked off. So if that's what your guys' plan are,
I think that's probably a good one.
Then
Something you can count on for sure, at least on a few other people's ends.
I think for me, it's Basia strong. I mean, like, I think at one point or another, we'll have to play it out where we trick like people who are on the bottom to flip with us. I think we're going to stay 5 strong. I think Brittley thinks she's 4 strong. So we just got to keep Greg happy, but I don't think that's too hard to do. He seems pretty loyal and he wants to just see how far he can get. So like this may be, we'll see how it goes, but it could be a run the table moment. Either that or we pivot and at like 7, you know what I mean, pitch that I'm on the bottom to the couple people remaining and use them to vote out people who are on the bottom of ours so that there's never we're never not in the majority. Just to make sure that the 2 don't flip with the other 2 and go, 4-3. But I feel pretty confident in me Morgan, Jackie. So I'm not too worried about that.
Before anybody else comes in, I was speaking with Serena. Women's Alliance, yes.
I'm down.
We're willing. Okay, Women's Alliance. We're willing to do one of ours first, Kyle first, and in exchange for one of yours next.
Okay, perfect. Yeah.
We'll make you take this game.
Yes, I love that.
Yes.
That sounds
okay,
great.
Kyle. All right, so try to tell your ladies.
Okay.
Me and Serena are in.
Perfect. That sounds amazing. Okay.
Perfect.
Cool.
I'm gonna try to scramble some more.
Yeah.
That sounds
Who else needs to know?
I don't know if have you talked to Morgan?
That's
yet?
the last one, Morgan.
Okay.
I know we spoke on it briefly, but we can't let the guys know.
Right.
That would freak them out.
Going forward now, I'm trying to get a feel of if now that they're down a person, if there is a way I can try to work with a couple of extra people, and maybe bring them over, have stronger numbers.
Right now my options are to stick with my original tribe and to go with this newly proposed women's alliance that's being brought up all of a sudden as kind of, I think, a play by the girls on the other tribe to try to stay in the game, which I think is totally fair. And I'm not going to say no to options. I don't really know what I want to do in the long run right now, but right now I'm going to stick with it. They're willing to get rid of one of their own. Right now they're saying, let's get rid of Kyle first, and then we can get rid of someone on your side. And I'm fine with that because right now I think that I'm not as close with Greg as I am with some of the other people that were on my old tribe. So I think I'm going to just go with the flow with that plan for now.
Totally Nikki, right?
Yeah.
We're voting Nikki.
Oh yeah, Nikki was already throwing Kyle under the bus in another room, and Nikki's trying to form an all-girls alliance. So
Nikki, it's Nikki and Kyle over there. Is what's going on. They've been. This is what happened just now. See?
Okay.
He was pretending to be cool with Serena. Hey, yeah, we're buds, and then is because Shea and I were already talking about Nikki earlier in another chat room with Anthony. He said that's your only choice.
I think me and Nikki are good. We just got to kind of figure out where we land. I have been aligned with Kyle and Anthony as well, so I don't know. I feel like my strongest connection now is with Nikki, so we'll see.
Right? You have to pick her. It's going to be. So anybody who doesn't vote that way will know. Fucking even if it's me, right? But it shouldn't be us yet. It doesn't have to be. It's only got to be us when it's 5 left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Drag along anybody else.
We're sitting pretty there. I think, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So for sure, the three of us we're voting Nikki.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am straight down the line. He's going to be the hardest problem later.
Hey,
Nikki?
I'm glad you popped in.
All right, awesome. So
Nikki
they have thrown out Kyle.
Yeah, Nikki. No, it's
but
Nikki.
I think we should stick with Nikki because if they think we're voting for Kyle,
yeah,
then
I'm
they might
popping out. Pretend I'm going to pop out and pretend I'm annoyed with the vote.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So we're still good with the Nikki plan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
And then we just got to stay tight.
Yeah.
Well, and then now we have ammunition to be like, yo, Kyle, the rest of your tribe mates threw you under the bus. So
Yeah, once Nikki threw Kyle's name out, I was like,
I'm trying to get Jackie to flip because I think that if I can get Jackie to flip with the 4 of us, I can guarantee her that she can get 3 because she'll be the tie vote between 4. So that's my plan. It's just really hard because I can't get her alone. And I don't want to say, hey, Jackie, come with me alone, to put a target on her. But the good news is I can't be voted out this round. So even if I lose another member, I'm still here to fight another day. And I'm happy about that. Jackie? So, Jackie, while we're alone, is there any chance that you'll flip with us? Because I'm going to be straight up with you. Greg and Shea, they want to vote for you, Nikki. And I'm Jackie, I'm telling you this now because if you come with us, I know it's stupid, but we can get you to the end if you don't think you can get there by yourself.
Okay.
With your 5.
I don't know.
Because I'm the line.
I don't know if it makes sense for me to flip right now, but perhaps in the future. I don't know. Because right now, so I think that we could get the numbers away from you, Nikki. So who on your tribe do you want to definitely keep around? Because we can work around it, but I don't think at this point it's in my best interest to just jump ship.
Yeah.
Well, I know, like, from the beginning, it was like Anthony, Serena, and I. You know. But then, like, we're strongly aligned with Kyle too. So it's hard to say.
Okay, yeah.
Hey, Serena.
Hey, Serena. So we're sort of discussing. I mean, Jackie was honest with us and said it doesn't make sense for her to flip, and I'm not getting that vibe from anybody. Nikki's name was thrown out to me, but I don't want to do it. But if it saves me and you and Nikki, I will vote for Kyle if we can get the votes on.
I kind of walked in on him and Morgan talking about, like, if you were to do that, it would show me something.
Especially with us being 5 strong, I mean, numbers wise, that just makes sense.
Yeah, well, it's one of us 3. I know that for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but as far as which one, I mean.
Yeah. Well, I was saying to Morgan, like, what is something that I could do for you guys that would, you know, make.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I have no reason to not trust you, but at the same time, I also don't have a reason to trust you. So I feel like if you were to show that in some way, then I would know that moving forward.
Cool. So they're talking.
Okay.
It doesn't mean
Let's just do Kyle.
If we do that, I'm willing to vote for someone who is on my old tribe next time.
Okay.
Okay.
That'll work.
You're down?
All right.
So the 4 of us are going to vote for Kyle for sure.
For sure. Yep.
That sounds good to me.
That's what I'm doing. Okay.
Okay. Sounds great. Yeah. So you think does Morgan know, is she in on our women's alliance?
Was she there when we were talking about it? I haven't.
We said it like briefly because. Okay, she said it like briefly, or I said it briefly, like when the 5 of us were there.
Okay, yeah. I haven't talked to her outside of that, but I think so.
Yeah.
I think that she's
obviously we have to keep it from the guys. That would.
We all know how they react to those 2 words.
Yeah. So we do one of our guys this time, one of your guys next time.
Yeah.
And I would.
And then Anthony will be super on board with it because he's like, yeah, it's not me. So, and then it won't look like anything.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay, that'll be great. Oh my gosh. Who would have thunk?
Okay, I'm glad this plan is coming together because I was like, oh God, like, what's going to happen here?
Yes. Okay.
Greg.
Yeah.
I'm very curious to hear your thoughts on this vote.
Equally curious, Kyle.
Well,
on yours. And maybe Serena's and Britt as well.
Well,
I don't know what I'm doing. I don't want to go home.
There's 2 different.
I don't want to go either.
Yeah, there's 2 different ways that this could go. Like you know, I could vote for one of, or like me and Serena, we could vote for one of our own people and basically have nothing change, or we could vote for one of you, and have nothing change.
So I'm suggesting that, like we're in a bit of a heavier odd, obviously, in this case. Why don't we think about, like, the strongest person coming from your end? Who would you say that is? That's probably who needs to go if everybody wants to stick around, right? At this point, isn't that what we're talking about?
I suppose so. I don't think it's me, but then again, I don't know who I would say it is. You know, obviously Anthony won immunity, so it's not like it's an option. Even anyway, But what I would say is I am definitely open to keeping like a line of communication between you 2 and Morgan. Yeah, I said that when she was here also.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, so I'm not really getting it shaken off those 2, and we're still rolling pretty tight since the merger.
So I guess what I would say is if the other 2 people on my tribe haven't offered you that or said it made you feel good enough.
Yeah. Oh no, I appreciate that. And what you're saying, Shea, like what we were saying in that earlier room, is that kind of the consensus?
The only problem is I don't know who to vote for.
Right.
So like, you know, if you're voting for me, I understand. But if you don't, if you're not voting for me,
I don't plan to vote for you, and that's the honest truth.
Okay.
I made a plan, and it's not you. So if you were to think of anybody else in your team that you might think, and it wasn't anybody who was here when I popped in either.
Right.
And that's the God's honest truth.
I would say like moment, like for trust, just trust. Pick a guy, pick a person, tell us who you're picking, and then we'll know the vote's yours. Because if we tell you, it's a little bit risky on our end, right? Because it's one of those things where like, yeah, maybe it's not idle. Maybe if someone found in the last round, and if you know, you play idle, and one of us go. You know what I mean? Like,
kind of what I mean. We've been kind of dancing around it. So who do you think we would talk about on your end?
I hate to throw anyone under the bus because
we're there now, though.
Because we're all cool
on the highway now, and everybody's
always a risk. But if I have to choose somebody from my own thing, I feel like Serena's going to be a bigger problem for you guys in the future than myself or Nikki. I'll be honest with you. They told me to say somebody from our side, and I just said Serena, just because,
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like she's going to end up getting by because I feel like both of us are more visible players. We're a little bit more active players. And I think if you notice when Serena's in a room, she says hardly anything at all. And I feel like that's the person who's most likely to slip through the cracks once you guys start to form them.
That's exactly right. We were thinking Serena as well. That's exactly what we were mentioning earlier. So that's probably what we'll do.
That last vote was extremely hectic. However, Morgan, you decided to play your hidden immunity idol for yourself. What gave you the gut instinct that you were receiving the votes?
I did not think I was going to be receiving the votes. So it was not necessarily gut instinct. I just wanted to, obviously there was a chance, a 1 in 4 chance that I would be getting the votes, but I assumed that we were going to be going to rocks, which if that had been the case, if I had played my idol and had been immune, then our odds of keeping a former Cassia member would increase. And I would also not be the one who would be unlucky, because I tend to be unlucky with those things. So I did not want to be one of those people who tragically goes home with an unplayed idol, and I'm glad that I did play it because it worked out in our advantage. So,
Nikki, we then see Dylan whip out a hidden immunity idol. However, he definitely had a dilemma because we couldn't tell if he's going to play it for himself. He chooses it to play it on you. Do you have any idea why he decided to play the idol on you? Was there a conversation? Did you know he had an idol?
No, we had multiple conversations about the idol, and we all thought somebody else on our tribe had it. So I was as shocked as everybody else when he pulled the idol. Even more shocked when it got played for me. I'm just assuming maybe he heard chatter from the other tribe that they were going to put their votes on me. And I'm assuming they did that to get him from thinking that they were voting for him. And so obviously it worked in the other's favor. So, which was very unfortunate because then it brought our numbers down.
So Serena, essentially if the original Passia tribe decides to stick together, you guys are down 1 number on your end and essentially could be going out sitting ducks. So what do you do to integrate yourself with that other alliance, or what do you do to pull someone over to your side?
We're just, trying the social game, like getting to know people, trying to make a connection, because really, like we already talked about, we've got those 2 separate tribes who won together, lost together, voted people out together. So those bonds are pretty close. So the only shot is that maybe you make a good social connection and you can kind of sway somebody, but it's hard.
Kyle, do you think that the original Passia tribe is going to stick together with this vote, or are there some people that might want to mix and mingle with others? Especially because now you've had 2 full scramble rounds as an entire merged tribe to talk with each other.
I would be very surprised if they didn't stick together, at least for 1 or 2 more rounds. So with that in mind, you just try to get yourself in as best of a position as you can in the event that you stay, you know. And if you go, you know, at least you can go out saying, well, I tried everything I could.
And Anthony, you're sitting pretty with immunity right now. So what does that feel like? Because as everyone's talking, it seems as though tribal lines are going to remain, just how everyone's answering here at Tribal Council so far.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad I have immunity because I haven't heard any other name but my original tribe. So I think it's safe to say that we're going to stick to tribal lines tonight. And I'm just glad I'm immune, so I don't have to worry about it, honestly.
So you just said that you heard a name from someone from your original tribe. Does that mean someone on the other tribe told you a name on who to vote for?
Well, that's what I'm saying. There's no other names from, what is it, Pasillas that's coming out to me. No one's given me any of those names. So it's very clear that the votes are going to be for Kyle, Serena, or Nikki. I mean, it's no secret at all. So.
Brittley, you were also a strong contender in that immunity challenge, but when we went to the 1 foot, you weren't able to hold on much longer. Do you think that you needed to win that?
I would have loved to have won it. I actually felt pretty strongly that I would, and when the one leg aspect came to it, I made a critical error in judgment on which foot to pick.
Sometimes that's all it takes.
Yep.
Jackie, on the previous round, people dropped down for a clue to an advantage in the game, and some of those people are not on your original tribe. So there could be an advantage floating around that you don't know about. So how do you mix and move your way through that?
I guess it just means that you have to be a bit more cautious with your words as you're talking to people. But at the same time, I don't know, maybe those clues were what led people to get the immunity idols for the last round. So maybe there isn't anything else floating out there. You can't really be sure, but you do have to be a little bit more cautious because you don't want to screw everyone else that is in your alliance over by making a mistake and slipping up and sharing too much information.
So are you saying that people could have potentially had more unity with others amongst their tribe because the two people that played idols, they did not drop in the challenge?
Yeah, potentially. Yeah, there could have potentially been some talk there that led people to get those, but you just don't know.
Greg, how solid do you feel in your current alliance, knowing that the numbers are going to continue to dwindle in this game, and you're going to eventually have to look at who's a strategic threat, who's a social threat, who's good at challenges, because you have to look at the end game at some point.
Yeah, I literally just assume I'm walking a tightrope with absolutely no security whatsoever at any given time. I could be out of here. So I just try and do the best I can at the challenges, like anybody else. And we have a pretty cool group when we came in. There's some cool people on the other side. Everybody kind of wants to hang out a little bit more. And yeah, you're right. It's coming down to the end. Like I told a few people, we're all driving our own bus, and sooner or later we're going to throw ourselves out of it because it's like a little move you make out here that doesn't. So everybody just enjoy the ride. Wheels on the bus go round and round.
Does anyone else have anything to say before we get to the vote? All right, it is time to vote.
Don't like doing this. I have to vote for Kyle. He's a really cool dude, but I'm hoping by doing this vote, this will set me up for an alliance that'll carry me through a lot further. So.
Okay, so I will be voting for Kyle. I haven't really had much of a chance to talk to Kyle, but I guess the only names I've heard are Kyle and Nikki has been someone who seems like she wants to work with me, so I'm going to go with Kyle, and hopefully that is where the numbers lie.
This sucks. I'm sorry, but if I want any chance of surviving, this is what I have to do. So, sorry.
All right, I think it's that time in the game to cross tribal lines. And so I'm hoping we got a little women's alliance going. So this is for Kyle. I'm sorry, it was cool, but gotta go with the ladies.
I'm going with what Jackie said to me because I think I can get Jackie to flip eventually. So my vote's for Kyle.
All right. I'll go get the votes.
Yeah, I love how excited you are all the time. You really are. You really love this shit. Like, I can say, like, it's the best.
It's fun, and I don't really, you know what I mean? You go as far as you go. I never get too close to winning, but I have a good time.
I'm so glad we got to play.
Yeah,
whatever it
play.
This is sick.
Dumb challenges, you know what I mean? Like,
Absolutely.
That are fun, quirky, and fun.
Ping pong balls?
Yeah.
Jesus.
If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now's the time to do so. Okay. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person will be asked to leave the Zoom call immediately. I'll read the votes. Nikki. Kyle. Nikki. Nikki. Kyle. That's 3 votes Nikki, 2 votes Kyle. 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 That's 4 votes Kyle, 3 votes Nikki. Nikki, we're tied. The final vote. The second member of our jury, Nikki.
Bye, Nikki.
Great
It was
game.
fun playing with you.
Yeah, it was fun.
Great game, Nikki.
Well, you know, I was so sad actually to see Dylan go. He was my closest ally. So I felt a little in danger because I think together we both pulled what we wanted from the tribe. I really was supremely confident we were going to have this women's alliance, and it made me a little sad. So I don't know. It was fun. All in all, I had a good time. Super great group. So I'm excited to see who takes it all the way. I hope it's from my tribe, but we'll see. We'll see if they continue with their women's alliance.